Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Steredenn. It's we're going this in the evening now. I just came back from doing a bit of gardening and yeah, now I'm all itchy all over and I completely forgot to take my antihistamine. Not that it matters, I only sneezed once, so I like to think I'm doing pretty well. It's it's been kind of a long day, and I've sort of been playing a bit more off camera, and I'm just still, what I really like is that I'm still sort of just discovering and learning new things. So we've got the Gunbot here, which actually I've gotten quite a few times in some off-camera runs. So I'm still sort of having trouble just like making them work, but it's I guess it's more just gotta practice, and it's more, it feels like I need to get a different frame of mind and just figure out like where might be best to use them. So I haven't really thought about it too much. It's just more just practice and looking for opportunities. So opportunities like this, where sort of just like, I can just place one and forget about it, and they can just keep shooting. So it's a bit hard to say for now, but I'll just still keep on experimenting and kind of see what happens. But I think the interesting thing is that ultimately it's just like the more you play, the more you find out, and then it's just sort of like you think, what can this do? What can that do? Alright, build a shield when not firing. That is an excellent upgrade, because that shield can take one hit, and if you pair it up with the right weapons, like weapons that don't require you to fire all the time, then it's essentially it's essentially extra health that you can take advantage of. So that's where it's really useful. And so if you time it right with the right weapons, you can actually just get a shield produced and effectively some extra health that will help you a lot against the bosses. So for now, I've got a shield up, and so I'm not going to be too worried about it for now. So I'm just gonna keep it cool, and I know these guys are going to shoot forward, so I only need to put a gunbot around them, and they will do the work for me. Now, I'm not a fan of this ruins atmosphere, but it looks like I've sort of just screwed up my weapon switching once again. This is still something I'm getting used to, and it's one of those things that makes me think, well, just having sort of like an upgrade sort of thing would be handy. So I'm not going to shotgun. All right, shotgun is actually good in relation to sort of just using the gunbots, in my opinion. But I guess it's kind of just to see what happens. So okay, so I gotta stick to shotgun here because the gunbots are just gonna be killed by whatever there is. So I'm not gonna worry about it too much for the time being. But since I haven't actually got any specific upgrades for either, I can still switch out one of them. So I'm not worried about too much. So, and also the shotguns use full forward the shield charging as well. So already I've got a shield up, and because I have to wait for my shotgun to recharge, it means there's an opportunity for me to actually just generate the shield when even like as part of its normal circumstance. So I'm not all that worried, and so far it's looking to be pretty good, pretty solid, and and then alright, and my shield is back up again, which is so once managed right, I feel this shield will be a very good bonus. And it's effectively extra health, and you can afford to take a bit of extra damage. So, and the only drawback is that it requires a bit of additional management, which is something that I consider myself fairly good at. And maybe not so much in actual execution, but definitely in just sort of just looking and seeing when and where it needs to be done. So let's see what we've got in terms of upgrades. We've got a jet. No, that's an okay, so weapons break enemy shield. That's not useful. I think the bullet autocannon or the bots. Now I think the bots. Well, it's a bit hard to say. I think let's go with the bots. So, and let's just see if I can really put the gunbots to some use. And yeah, obviously the more I practice using the bots, the better I will get at using them. So it's just a kind of a, well, we'll wait and see what happens. So that's pretty much the only way I can sort of look at this, and ultimately ultimately, since I've got the upgrade that allows me to generate a shield, when not shooting, it gives me sort of like an additional advantage in that respect. So, alright, now these guys have got to die, and this is where the Gunbots are pretty handy. So they just, and I haven't actually tested to see how many Gunbots I'm allowed to have. So that's something I certainly will be interested in. Alright, I gotta kill this laser. Come on. Alright, there we go. And the Crusher. I don't actually remember what the Crusher does. But it's right now it's probably a bit busy. Ah, yeah, okay. Alright, I gotta switch back to the shotgun mainly because I don't think the Crusher would do very well. I think the shotgun's a bit better because having the burst damage is kind of nice. So, alright, let's see. The other nice thing about the shotgun is that it's sort of just like in one burst. If I carefully time the bursts, then I can sort of just kill ships in a very few hits. So, that's where I think the shotgun might be a bit more better and easier to deal with. And it looks like I'm getting a lot of shield uptime, so I'm not too particularly worried about so far. So, and the good thing about this is that actually that was the other advantage I noticed with ships. If I get this boss, because I can just put the gunboat up and they'll just help me take care of the missiles, even though I just completely failed at doing it. Alright, now this guy, yep, so he does that. So the gunbots will not be as useful. And okay, so what does he do next is, alright, he's going to shoot a gigantic laser, which means the best course of action is to just get behind him, spam gunbots, and so it looks like I could put 4 up, even 6 up, and it looks like I'm doing a crap load of damage, so I think that's actually pretty awesome. Alright, what does he do again? Right, of course. So, alright, we'll just keep doing that, and it looks like we're having a lot of success so far, so I am pretty happy. I'm glad I took the bot upgrade, but let's see what we have now. Alright, it's either bullet autocannon or semi-automatic weapons are fully automatic. I have not actually tested this one, so I'm hoping this works on the shotgun. So let's see what happens. Alright. Okay. Yes, I thought so. Excellent. Woohoo! So it looks like I've got advantage with the shotgun and alright. Now, of course, the only problem now is that obviously if I keep shooting, then I won't be charging the shield. So it's one thing I've got to be careful about. Alright, where is the laser in this guy? Alright, that was not a great idea. Alright, we'll keep putting out the gunbots and we'll keep shooting. And we're gonna check out what this is. Stasis gun. Oh boy. I think it's a bit hard to say. Yeah, we'll stick to the shotgun for now, so let's not worry about it too much. Alright, pick up a couple of gunbots. Looks like we've got a couple of shockwave dudes, just keeping me busy, and yeah, okay. What I find interesting is that the shockwave dudes don't actually do any damage, yet when you have the shockwave weapon, it actually does damage, so I think that's kind of a weird inconsistency sort of thing. So, but, you know, I'm just not going to think too much about it, so, alright. So far, so good. So, I'll just keep shooting some of these rocks to keep them busy, and I'll keep blasting this to keep him busy, and I'll just put out a few more gunbots. I really like that they don't get affected by the asteroids, so it kind of just, yeah, makes my life a bit easy in that retrospect. Okay, I could have definitely dodged that, but what can you do? My shield is down, and my shield is back up again, so once again, I'm not, and okay, and, ooh, I should probably shut up for once. And looks like torpedoes. Okay, nope, torpedoes are definitely no-go, because they're sort of a bit difficult to manage on their own, mainly because they don't have like a burst component, but at the same time, yeah, and as a result, they're sort of a bit hard to manage and to aim, whereas with the shotgun, I've got just, you know, this burst that I can just keep moving and aim as needed, so it's not something I'm going to worry too much about. Now, this cruiser guy, yeah, okay, so this guy is kind of a pain in the ass, and I'm really going to be relying on that shield to sort of just keep me alive for some of the extra spots. And hopefully I will beat this guy instead of just being an absolute soup like last time in the last video, where I got just all so stupidly depressed that I was just not able to. Now, what I noticed about this boss when sort of like just practicing against him was that he's really good for Gunbots. And yeah, this part is still a bit hit and miss. Not quite sure how to handle it just yet, but nevertheless, okay, we've got the lasers going down, and we'll put a few more Gunbots there just to, alright, lasers, and down, and we'll put a few more Gunbots there just to keep him busy. Then, that's right, because, alright, well, we can still put some more Gunbots. And, okay, what's he gonna do next? He's gonna do that. He's gonna wreck my shield, but so far it looks like we're doing pretty well. So as long as I keep the shield up, as long as I move, alright, let's keep it easy. Let's keep it on. Let's try and get the shield back up. Alright, and it's gonna be mayhem, and I just hope I'm not gonna get hit again. And what's he gonna do now? I think it's gonna be the lasers. Yes. And which one shall it be? Let's get some Gunbots up there, and let's keep hitting him. Alright, upper bottom now. Let's get some more Gunbots out. And let's see, is he gonna go back to... Alright, so this is the annoying bit where it's a bit hard to predict the bullets where they're going, and that's where I died last time, but it looks like we're making progress. And is he gonna die? Yes! Woo! There we go. Second time or third time I killed him, first time on camera. So now these three are good. Actually, no, all of them are good, because weapons reload faster applies to the shotgun. Keep on shooting after swap means I don't have to keep clicking to release the Gunbots. This is really tricky. I think let's go keep on shooting after swap. It just basically means that I need to do one less tap to release a Gunbot, and I think in terms of just actual execution, it will make life a lot more easier for me. So just like that, I just only had to tap one less button just to release the Gunbot, but nevertheless, okay, and just tap it again, and yeah, so as long as I sort of just like keep tapping twice, I can just release a Gunbot while I'm still sort of just shooting normally with the shotgun. So I think it's certainly a much better, much more efficient, much better in execution. So I think it can only really get better, to be honest. So what's interesting is that yeah, it's not the red that's aiming for me, but it's actually the... Alright, I should probably stop shooting so I can get a shield up at least. Alright, so what's this cargo guy got? It looks to be a shield of some kind. I'm not really interested in the shield at the moment, but yeah, the shield is not really interesting to me just yet. So yeah, that's definitely not going to be on my list of priorities at the moment. Alright, this guy has got to die, and he's going to die pretty soon. And okay, so I didn't know that ships could teleport as well. But one thing I still need to keep practice doing is that I need to double tap I need to double tap when I switch to release a Gunbot, because yeah, it's like, you know, I switch weapon and then I go switch back, so I just tap that twice and it looks like it's working for me. Now I just need to actually remember to do it that way. So far so good. So far it's all pretty dandy so far, and it looks like I'm actually making progress. So the only main problem I've got now is that I don't actually know what the boss will do. So it'll be my second time in seeing such a boss, and because the first time was again off camera, so and because I was on really low health back then, I wasn't I didn't get much of a chance to sort of just see what will happen. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this turns out, and how quickly I'm able to figure out the boss's patterns. And so shit. All right, here we go, Mr. Carrier. You will not hear my scream today. All right, so that's right. So he produces like a barrier. So I will definitely sort of just rely on some additional firepower. Now I know he does like a weird laser thing. So Okay. So, alright, so just hold on for a second, and it looks like, okay, so if you're seeing the Steam messages, then yeah, that's just a friend of mine that who was taking a break and now he's back, so, but unfortunately I need to concentrate on this game, so, but it looks like I'm making some progress so far. So, and I'm on the shotgun now. Alright, he's probably going to do something that I haven't seen before. Alright, he just spawned another ship that is really annoying. Oh god, this is going to be quite the nightmare. Alright, and oh boy, this is going to be a pain in the ass. And I'm going to die soon. And oh boy, okay. Well. We made a lot of progress today in this video. I'm happy. I've made progress. I defeated the cruiser guy on camera. I almost killed the next boss. I think that's where we should wrap it up for this video. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you on the next video.